right, everybody, welcome into the high noon stream for today. Today is it's a Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday, the 17th day of August, year of our Lord 2022. Did you know that today is the 229th day of the year? That's right. There are only 136 days remaining until the end of the year. So, as we say around these places, get those New Year's Eve plans. See, I'm starting really early today, right? Normally, you people think that I start at like 5, 6, 7, sometimes even 9 minutes after the hour. No. Today, we're starting right, and no small talk. I mean, other than this is small talk, but this is more like exposition to give you an idea of what's going on here on today's show. That's right. I started right at noon, and I got right into what we're doing. That's what we do here. High noon, by the way, okay. We do need to establish a little bit of exposition. A little bit of what's happening here. This is the high noon stream. We do this every Monday through Friday from noon till about 2 o'clock. What we do here is we run through all the topics, current events, headlines, trends, anything that people are talking about today, anything that is happening today, anything that is breaking as we're on the air streaming here, we will cover. That's what we do for about 2 hours every Monday through Friday right here at high noon. Show is high noon. I'm Pugs Moran. That's what we do. But then we do a second one. We come back. We double back at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Every night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm joined by my buddy James Parker, and we do Pugs and Parker proudly present Pillow Talk, which is a little more conversational than this show. This show is all about sort of getting you prepped up. This show is all about your cheat sheet for the day. The nighttime show, a little more conversational. So there you go. A couple of choices for you. Oh, God. I feel the hiccups. I do. I feel the hiccups. Hey, Dustin. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Michael. Hey, Byron. Melissa. I thought if I just started right into the show and I just started going, I'd be able to barrel through the hiccups, but I'm fighting them off in real time. Dare I take a drink? Oh, this could disrupt everything. This could just cause that. Ah, damn it! I'm telling you, this is the bane of my existence, people. I cannot get over these hiccups. It is a mental thing. All right, so here's what we're going to do. From now on, I'm going to have to start the show 10 minutes early. Off the air, like just me, just blah, 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 get it all out. Sorry. By the way, the air conditioning's fixed, which is nice. Hiccups! The air conditioning is fixed, which is nice. We've had some air conditioning problems here. While I battle the hiccups, should we do a little heat wave poker? Why not? Let's get things started. Let's see here. Heat wave poker, I need you to refresh your phone. And then I need you to post up in the chat room what the temperature is, where you are, and where you are. Yeah, so, like here. So I'm in Highland Park, Texas. 99 degrees. All right, there you go, heat wave poker. Hiccups. Man. Guys. I know I play it off like, yeah, he's having fun. He's yelling. Oh, look at him. He doesn't really. I'm really upset about this hiccup situation. I don't understand why. I mean, I do understand why. I do. I understand why I'm having this. It's equal parts mental. It's at this point, it's a psychological thing. But also it's because I do not speak. I do not say a word until I sit down here every day at noon, and then I start talking, and then all of a sudden my diaphragm and my rhythms are like, wait. You were just thinking all this before. Now all of this stuff is coming out. We don't have the air to push this out. Hiccup. But I think I've beaten them. All right, let's check heat wave poker. 99 in Highland Park. It's 94 in Rome. We got 95 in Denton. ¿Cómo están? Jeff Ballard, he's got 77 in Iowa. It's nice in Iowa. Michelle's got, he's got 97 in Waco. Leslie is 97 in Rockwall. Am I still the high score? Is Highland Park right now at 99 degrees? Still the high score? Yeah. Okay. It looks like it is. All right. There we go. All right. Let's get into all the stuff about today. I think that I've gotten around my problem with the hiccups. Oh God, you guys, seriously. It's a real issue for me. For like a half hour before I came on, before a half hour, 11:30 today, 11:30, I'm going, okay, I can't have hiccups today. There's no way that the hiccups can just sneak up at the start of the show. And they did. So I don't know. Maybe I willed it into existence. Who knows? What's happening, Al? Hi, Jennifer. Okay, people starting to file in now. Now's about the time when the show usually starts, so you're all filing in, which is good, because you missed my hiccup battle of the day, and that seems to be in the past. So now that we've got all the usual suspects, for the most part, there's a few people missing from the chat room, but that's okay. We've got most of the people. Let's get started. It is high noon for the 17th day of August, year of our Lord 2022, and as I already said before that bout of the hiccups, there are 200. It is the 229th day of the year, and there are 136 days remaining until the end of the year. Let's get into all the things that happened on this day, history-wise. Excuse me. Let's see here. In 1943, not a huge day history-wise. Got to be honest. Not a huge day history-wise. We start in 1943. Sometimes we start in like the 1600s. Sometimes we might even go back to like the ADs if there's something pyramid going on, something really old-timey. Today we start in 1943. World War II, the U.S. 7th Army under General George S. Patton arrives in Messina, Italy, followed several hours later by the British 8th Army under Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery, thus completing the Allied conquest of Sicily. Now, this, if you saw the movie Patton, this was a big deal with old George Patton. He wanted to beat Monty into Italy, and he did. I guess he did. That Patton. He just 1977. See what I mean? Not a whole lot happened on this day. 1943, Patton and Monty racing through Italy, and then 1977, the Soviet icebreaker Arctica. Okay, so this is 1977. 1977. I was alive in 1977. In 1977, the Soviet icebreaker Arctica becomes the first surface ship to reach the North Pole. In 1977! It's just crazy to me that I was alive on this planet when there were places on this planet that we still hadn't gotten to. I mean, we'd been to the moon. I was born on the day we went to the moon. We've been to the moon, but it wasn't until 1977 that we finally got something over there in the North Pole, whatever. Okay, 1977. 1991, the Straightfield Massacre. This occurred in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Taxi driver Wade Frankham shoots 7 people and injures 6 others before turning the gun on himself. This is that big massacre down in Australia. Although, by American standards, it's just, well, dare I say, it's a cute little massacre. It's just how many people did we lose here? Oh yeah, okay, so we lost 7 people. That barely gets mentioned by CNN if it happens on a Tuesday night at a shopping mall in Nebraska, right? I mean, that's 6 people. But what this incident did is it radically changed the laws in Australia, and it's why Australia has those. They did the gun buybacks. They basically say you can't have guns anymore, and I guess it's been pretty safe down there. I don't know. I remember the Christchurch massacre, but that was in New Zealand. Right? That's not Australia. I know we Americans think it's all the same. It's a different country, though. 1998, on this day, the Lewinsky Scandal. U.S. President Bill Clinton admits in taped testimony that he had an improper physical relationship with White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Later that same day, he admits before the nation that he misled the people about the relationship. He got oral sex from her. Remember? And that was like the big, that turned into like a whole debate. Oral sex isn't sex. Okay, well, what are we talking about here? Oral sex isn't sex. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about a romantic betrayal, a betrayal of trust, between two people, because let's not parse it here. Getting a beej is essentially the same level of intimacy as having physical penetration with somebody. So let's stop being silly about that. We know what we're talking about. We're talking about a romantic betrayal. Well, BJ's ain't sex. Oh, sure. Go try and sell that one to your wife. Go try and sell. Go ahead. Just go tell your. Just go ahead. There were people straight-faced making that argument. And I bet you there are still some people out there who think that it's a. But BJ ain't cheating. Really? Okay. Well, we're not dating in the same pool, because all the women that I have ever dated would absolutely consider that cheating. That was 1998. On this day in 2008, American swimmer Michael Phelps, while high as a kite, probably, allegedly, I don't know. In 2008, American swimmer Michael Phelps becomes the first person to win 8 gold medals at one Olympic Games. It is funny that our greatest athlete in the history of Olympic sports, there's nobody gonna win more than Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is, and don't be sleeping on swimmers. Swimmers are ridiculous athletes. Those dudes that live in a pool for like the first 18 years of their lives. You ever seen them when they're strutting around? They got like 0% body fat. They're like completely, their bodies have been reshaped to like just cut through the way. They're crazy. They're crazy. Swimmers, crazy athletic. And he did the big stoner, biggest Olympic hero in American history. Huge stoner, big advocate. So there you go. So apparently the weed didn't stop Michael Phelps from being the most accomplished, most decorated athlete in American history. Let's get into some birthdays. The people celebrating birthdays today. Here's a guy right out of the top here. We typically don't go this long, but he's got some attachment here to Texas, so we'll mention David Crockett, born on this day, king of the wild frontier, 1786. Davy Crockett, American soldier and politician. Tennessee, right? When the congressman from Tennessee fought in the Texas Revolution. Wasn't Davy Crockett? Was Davy Crockett at the Alamo, or did he not make it? I don't know. Was he killed at the Alamo? I don't even know, because he would have gone. He was like a congressman. I don't know. Guess what? I'm learning right now on the fly that I don't know the difference between Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone. I don't know the difference. Sam Bowie, let's throw him in there. I don't know the difference between. I make no distinction between Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone. Who wore the coonskin? Is that Davy Crockett? Who wore that? Frontiersmen. I don't know, frontiersmen. Yeah, they're a part of our American history. I just, I need to bone up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. My promise to you. I'm going to dive into the Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone Wikipedia pages after the show today. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll figure out the difference. Born on this day in 1893, one of the first truly massive female actress movie stars, box office draws. Whoa, one of the biggest of all time, born in 1893, Mae West. I don't get Mae West. All honesty, I've never seen a full Mae West movie. Like, I've never sat down and watched a movie that was made from, like 1930. It's all sketchy and skippy and black and white. And, I don't want to watch those. I don't want to watch those movies. And they all act a weird way back then. It's like they all come from a different school of acting. There is no, I can't watch those movies. Mae West, I don't get her. Was she a sex symbol? Because, oh God, spam call, spam risk. We're gonna get rid of that. So, I think when Mae West went out and became a big Hollywood movie star, it was like her and 6 other girls. It was like her and 6 other girls who were like, hey, this Hollywood thing is brand new. There is no competition. I don't really want to be a secretary. Okay, I'll stand in front of a camera. Turn me into an icon. Turn me into a global historic icon. I mean, today, young Mae West goes out to Hollywood and she's competing with a million other girls. A million other girls with connected parents and, famous last names or whatever it is. And Mae West doesn't even get a second look today. She doesn't get a second look today. But, she became a big star. Look at that. Spam leaving me messages. All right. So there you go. It's Davy Crockett, Mae West. 1913, born on this day, Mark Felt, American lawyer and agent, second deputy director of the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Mark Felt died in 2008. Why do we know Mark Felt? Mark Felt is better known in American history as Deep Throat. No, not the porno movie. That's the Deep Throat. The go-between who basically blew the lid off Watergate, the guy who worked inside the White House. Well, he was the deputy director of the FBI, who took it upon himself to sort of guide Washington Post, Woodward, and Bernstein in the right area to be able to get what they needed to get, to be able to get Nixon. Mark Felt was the deputy director of the FBI at the time. He was having clandestine meetings with Woodward and Bernstein in parking garages, as depicted in All the President's Men and any number of other movies, often smoking and being very mysterious. Nobody knew who Mark Felt was for like 40 years. And then I think it was on his deathbed where he was like, yeah, okay, it's me. It's me. And I'm dying now. So there you go. I'm Deep Throat, born on this day in 1913. Whew, okay, so now we got to hit pause. Let's hit pause for a minute here and let's celebrate a big birthday, born on this day in 1943. This is the question. This is a question that I'm asking. I'm not making a statement. I'm asking here. Is he the most accomplished actor of all time? It's Robert De Niro's birthday. Robert De Niro is celebrating a birthday today. Born in 1943. American Robert De Niro, American actor, entrepreneur. By the way, he was trending yesterday because he's making a new movie with Bernie Levinson. Not Bernie Levinson. It's Barry Levinson. He's making a new movie with Barry Levinson where he is going to be playing two roles. He's playing two roles. He's playing both Frank Costello, who was I think Frank Costello was leader of the Gambino family in New York. He's going to be playing Frank Costello and also, I think, Vito Genovese, who tried to kill Frank Costello. So Robert De Niro's got a new movie coming out. He's going back to playing mob bosses, but he's playing two legendary mob bosses. This was released yesterday. Barry Levinson is directing. I don't know what it's called, but it's something. I don't know. You can just Google it, Robert De Niro. You'll find it. Although maybe not today because it's all about his birthday and it's all about celebrating. So you know Robert De Niro's getting a draft, the Robert De Niro draft here on the High Noon Show. We like to celebrate the accomplishments of individuals by having a draft of all of the things they've appeared in. Whatever. I mean, in this case, it's going to be Robert for me because, oh my God, we did Dustin Hoffman the other day. I thought Dustin Hoffman had the most insane filmography to have to choose a draft from. But nope, Robert De Niro. So let's get right into it. Robert De Niro, this is a crazy draft. We do 5 rounds. First round, first pick is the best. It's the most important one. I'm getting it off the board. I'm putting it on my team immediately. So with that, with the first pick in the first round of the Robert De Niro draft, of all the things that he has done, I am taking the first overall pick. And this wasn't easy. Like I can say this character and you'll go, oh yeah, of course. No, because then I'm going to run off like 5 other characters and you're like, oh my God, that's right. How come that? All right, so number 1, first pick, first round, Robert De Niro draft. Jake LaMotta, Raging Bull. That's right, Raging Bull, 1980s Raging Bull. Jake LaMotta comes off the board first in the Robert De Niro draft. Jake LaMotta. With the second pick in the Robert De Niro draft, Travis Bickle, Taxi Driver. That's right. You looking at me? You must be looking at me because there ain't nobody else here. You looking at me, punk? That's actually, I don't know if he said punk. It might have been Dirty Harry. I don't know. Robert De Niro, number 2. We're going to go with Travis Bickle. Number 3 off the board in the Robert De Niro draft. One of my favorite movies of all time. A top 5 to be sure. Bit of a change in direction for Robert De Niro. Rupert Pupkin, King of Comedy. That's right. Rupert Pupkin, the King of Comedy. Robert De Niro. Oh, so good as Rupert Pupkin. So we got Jake LaMotta, Travis Bickle, Rupert Pupkin, King of Comedy. How about Jimmy the Gent Conway from Goodfellas in the 4th round? That's right, Jimmy the Gent Conway from Goodfellas. Robert De Niro off the board in the 4th round. Now it's like the 5th pick. And now it's like you can't go wrong with the 5th pick because seriously, folks, there's about 20 iconic Robert De Niro roles that I haven't even mentioned that could very easily be the 5th pick. But after much consideration, I have come down with, for the 5th pick in the Robert De Niro draft, ending the official 5-round draft. Although this one could be a 20-round draft. It really could. Wait till you hear the undrafted free agents, because, yeah, we got undrafted free agents. The 5th pick off the board in the Robert De Niro draft, we're going to go with Sam Rothstein, Casino. Sam Rothstein. That's right, Casino. So there you go. There's your 5-round Robert De Niro draft. Jake LaMotta comes off the board first for Raging Bull. Travis Bickle second with Taxi Driver. Rupert Pupkin third for King of Comedy. Fourth off the board, Jimmy the Gent Conway from Goodfellas. And number 5 off the board, Sam Rothstein from Casino. But how about some free agent invites? Are you ready to have your head spun? Are you ready to be blown away? You better believe Cape Fear's coming off the board. I see April saying Cape Fear, and that's getting an undrafted free agent invite to camp. Bang the Drum Slowly gets a invite to camp. Bang the Drum Slowly, one of my favorite baseball movies of all time. Take Brian's song and put it in baseball. That's what it is. Very little known movie. Not many people know Bang the Drum Slowly, but Bang the Drum Slowly gets a camp invite. Mean Streets, of course Mean Streets gets. Godfather 2, of course, is coming to camp. How about Deer Hunter, Once Upon a Time in America, Angel Heart, Untouchables, Midnight Run, Awakenings, Backdraft, Mad Dog and Glory, This Boy's Life, Bronx Tale, Heat, The Fan, Sleepers, Copland, Jackie Brown, Wag the Dog, Ronin, Analyze This, Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers. Can we take a moment to just talk about Silver Linings Playbook? Ow! It was so hard for me not to put Silver Linings Playbook in the top 5 draft. And I only didn't because my love for that movie, and I love that movie. My love for that movie has more to do with the performances of Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. You know what I mean? I mean, Robert De Niro plays the dad, but it's more of a supporting role. So Silver Linings Playbook doesn't get drafted, but it does get a camp invite. Major role. Wasn't he nominated? I think Robert De Niro was nominated as Best Supporting Actor for that. I don't know, but major role, just not, he's not carrying it. All right, and then a couple of recent ones. The Comedian, The Joker, and The Irishman. And that concludes our Robert De Niro draft. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. Can we end the show now? I never saw Dirty Grandpa. Dirty Grandpa April puts in there. That's one of his more recent ones. I haven't seen that. So I didn't really count the ones I hadn't seen. I just counted the ones that I did see and that I liked. And there are movies that I've seen that Robert De Niro made that I didn't like, that didn't make the list. Can't really give you an example of that off the top of my head because he's got so many good ones. All right, also born on this day, we do have more birthdays. Born on this day in 1958, Belinda Carlisle of the Go-Go's. Born on this day in 1960. Were it not for Robert De Niro, Sean Penn would have gotten a draft. That's right. I would have done a Sean Penn draft. Spicoli would have been number 1, of course. Falcon and the Snowman would have been in there as well. Dead Man Walking. Oh, he was so good in that. I don't know. I could do a Sean Penn draft, but I don't really want to. Born on this day in 1968. Here's a sad one. If you're a fan of Peaky Blinders, I'm a big fan of Peaky Blinders. Love Peaky Blinders, one of the best television shows on TV. I put it right behind. I would slot it currently right behind Succession. Although Peaky Blinders is no longer on TV because the final season just posted on Netflix. So you can watch the entire run of the series. Great show. Helen McCrory, English actress, died in 2021. Aunt Polly from, Aunt Polly was a dame. Oh, she was awesome. They handled her death really well, too, because she died of cancer. She died of cancer between seasons. So she was alive at the end of season 4, and then she died, in between seasons, and they had to figure out how to do that. And I thought the Peaky Blinders people did a really good job of that. So Aunt Polly, we love you. We love Aunt Polly. She was so badass. Oh, you don't fuck with Aunt Polly. Aunt Polly's a gypsy princess, don't you know? She's got some things. She will do some things to you. She will get even. Helen McCrory, born on this day in 1968. Born on this day in 1969, Christian Laettner. Born on this day in 1969, umbilical cousin with basketball player Christian Laettner. Donnie Wahlberg, the lesser Wahlberg, but not the leastiest Wahlberg, because apparently there's a whole bunch of Wahlbergs out there running around on reality TV. So you got Mark Wahlberg, who is he's top dog. He's top Wahlberg. He's top Wahlberg. Then you got the lesser Wahlberg, who is Donnie, who is celebrating a birthday today. Donnie was in New Kids on the Block. And there you have it. All right, so I can't really run down any more Wahlbergs, other than the fact that I know that there's a bunch of lesser Wahlbergs out there. How about another birthday born on this day? I only mentioned this guy because I know who he is. Because I've recently started watching I love the reality. I love the sports docu-series that Netflix produces. They're all so good. What's the new one that I'm watching now? It's about Arsenal. It's about soccer. It's like a all or nothing Arsenal. It's kind of like Hard Knocks. It's like Netflix. They do like a version of Hard Knocks, but they do it with Premier League football and they do it with F1. So I don't know anything about Premier League football, but I watch all of these things. So I mean, I guess I do know something about Premier League football. I just don't really follow it. I follow Premier League football as it pertains to the Netflix produced docuseries on the sport. That's how I follow it. Okay. So celebrating a birthday today is a guy that I just recently got to know, Thierry Henry. He's a French footballer. He's an Arsenal legend. He played for and Arsenal is the current team that I'm watching being the focus of this season on the Netflix show. So happy birthday, Thierry Henry. I'm not sure how to say his first name, but I know who he is because he's all over the series. He's got hot takes on the way Arsenal's being run. Phoebe Bridgers was born on this day in 1994, American singer, songwriter, and born on this day in 2000, celebrating his 22nd birthday, I guess it would be. Yeah, that's easy, 2000. Someone who I don't know and I've heard of, but I've only heard of because I have a 13-year-old son. Happy birthday, Lil, spelled Lil, Lil Pump, American rapper and songwriter. No deaths today. I mean, there was a number of deaths, but nobody that I really had any. You know what I mean? People died, but nobody really worth, stopping the show. All right. Adam says, I like Phoebe Bridgers. Wish I liked her more. Okay. That's Adam, always searching for the negative. Always. Can't just leave it with, I like Phoebe Bridgers and move on. No. He's got a mind for a little bit of negativity. Gotta always get a little bit of negativity. I could work with it. I'm not even a psychiatrist or a psychologist, but I've been in therapy enough. I could sit down with Adam Reyna over beers and I could fix him. It would take a month. It would take a month of Tuesdays of us drinking together. But Adam, I could fix you. And then maybe you could do a little bit of work on me because there are things that I need fixed as well. But your outlook. I think Phoebe Bridgers is wonderful. I'm not as familiar with her as maybe I should be, but what I've heard, I'm fine. I don't wish I like her. I like her just enough. I like her just as much as I'm supposed to like Phoebe Bridgers. Inflation Reduction Act. That was signed yesterday by Biden. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this stuff because we don't talk about this stuff. I don't like the divisive politics, but sometimes right at the top of the show, the top trending topics are all these divisive bullshit. So Inflation Reduction Act. There you go. People are saying it's a big win for Biden. And then other people are saying it's Biden, so it's got to be evil. I don't know. Moving on. Liz Cheney is also trending. Again, haven't mentioned or don't like to get into this stuff. Liz Cheney lost her primary last night. She is she's there until mid-month. She's there for another 6 months, right? She's not going anywhere. So she's there you have it. And now Liz Cheney is saying that, really? Okay, I'm going to run for national office. Liz Cheney is in the Cheney camp is saber rattling about, okay, all right, MAGA, go ahead. You try and run. You try and run again. Go ahead. And we, the real Republicans, are going to run. We're going to run. Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, whoever, whatever, they're going to run. And they're going to siphon just enough of the all-important right. She's basically saber rattling that she's going to torpedo everything. I don't know. It's going to be a mess. I don't care. Liz Cheney, really? I can't get all worked up about her. I can't. Mike Pence is trending because Mike Pence is telling MAGA that they need to stop attacking the FBI. That ain't going to go well, Mike. Mike, MAGA hates you. Okay, dude, I don't know what you think is happening here. You think you can talk. You've got a direct line to MAGA. They hate you, dude. Those people can't be talked off the ledge. Once they hate you, and they're not going to be satisfied until you're dead. So stop it, Mike Pence. Stop lecturing MAGA. Nobody wants to. Oh, my God. Does anybody want to hear from Mike Pence anymore? Does anybody? I mean, good Lord. Okay. Anne Frank is trending here in Texas because the Texas school district is removing and reviewing dozens of challenged books, including the Anne Frank diary. So I don't know what is the point of this? What is the point? The Anne Frank diary has been in school libraries and it's been for 50 years. And now all of a sudden, what is wrong? What now? Anne Frank is a bad person? Fuck! Now we're on the side where Anne Frank is the bad person. Fuck you! Excuse me. You people. Oh my God, I'm losing it. Coffee break. Anne Frank is the bad one now. She's the bad one. You pieces of shit. All right. Anne Frank's diary banned from schools because Anne Frank's the bad one now. She's the bad. That's the history that you want dumb fuck kids in rural Texas to learn. That, God damn it. Yeah, I'm mad. This so pisses me off. Anne Frank, 100 years, Anne Frank is going to be the evil one. Seriously, if we keep just incrementally sliding over from the institutions that we believe in, and Anne Frank, believing in Anne Frank as a victim is a fucking institution. That is something that should not change. On a lighter note, nasal spray is trending. Nasal spray is trending because apparently they've created a new nasal spray that they think. Good news for all of us who are aging into this area of concern. A new nasal spray promises to, well, here, I'll just read it to you. Groundbreaking nasal spray could prevent Alzheimer's disease and stop epileptic seizures. Now, I could read the story to you, but do you really want to get your breaking medical and nasal spray news from me? I don't know what I have no idea what this is about, but hey, the headline seems promising, so there you go. That's why nasal spray is trending. All right, I'll give you a taste. A new nasal spray may hold the key to saving people from both epilepsy and Alzheimer's disease. Researchers from the Medical College of Georgia at Augusta University say the spray uses a novel peptide that boosts the brain's ability to prevent seizures and to protect neurons. See, I don't know what that means. Don't know what any of that means, but I said it. And now you heard it. Taylor Hawkings is trending. There is a Taylor Hawkings tribute concert that has been announced. It's the one it was announced a while ago. It was it's going off at the O2 Arena, I think, over there in England. They're inviting all kinds of rock stars. It's going to be a great big live concert tribute to the life of Taylor Hawkins. And Taylor Hawkins, of course, the drummer for the Foo Fighters, who died tragically a few months ago. Tragically. No, he didn't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say. I love Taylor Hawkins. I love the Foo Fighters. He didn't die tragically. He died humiliatingly. He died stupidly. He died, like a rock star, like an idiot rock star. And yeah, we were all sad for a while, but now just be pissed. Just be pissed at him. Now it's okay to be pissed. You can get through your morning, the stages of grief and all that, and get through it, but now be pissed that Taylor Hawkins died in such a trash way. Paramount Plus, no one, by the way, at the tribute concert will be echoing that sentiment. I promise you. Oh, it'll be a tragedy. It'll be a tragedy that the rock star, the beloved rock star, let everybody down by being just, in the end. So boring, so typical of rock stars. Paramount Plus is going to live stream the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert honoring the late Foo Fighters drummer. Paramount Plus, so we'll be able to watch it for free on TV. I'll watch it. Directed by Joel Gallen and produced by Emmer Patton. Let's see. The concert will be captured live September 3rd at Wembley, not O2. Okay, so at Wembley Stadium in London. The full show will be available to stream live and on demand across Paramount streaming and digital platforms. Paramount also announced Wednesday several additional performers and guests who will appear during the event. All right, so here's the people who are going to appear. You got the Foo Fighters, of course. But then you've got additional performers. Travis Barker, nah. Nandi Bushell, don't know who that is. Martin Chambers, okay, I've heard of him. Chris Chaney, no idea who that is. Chevy Metal, not a clue. But I like Chevy Metal. I like the name Chevy Metal. Stuart Copeland. Yeah, I know Stuart Copeland. Stuart Copeland and me had the difference between red and green salsa explained to us in line at a buffet by Kim Kardashian. Josh Freese is also going to be there. Liam Gallagher. That's an exciting one. I love Liam Gallagher. I love the Gallagher brothers. I love Oasis. I don't even know which side I'm on. Am I on Liam's side or Noel's side? I don't know. I like them both. Liam Gallagher is going to be there. The James Gang, the reformed James Gang. This is Joe Walsh's band from like the 1960s and 70s. They've recently reformed in their touring. Violet Grohl, who I'm guessing is a daughter of Dave Grohl. Omar Hakim, Justin Hawkins, Shane Hawkins, Josh Holm, Chrissy Hind, Brian Johnson, John Paul Jones, Kesha, Geddy Lee, Alex Leifson, Brian May, Roger Taylor. So you got, oh my God, look at this. Now you Nile Rodgers, Mark Ronson, Supergrass, Rufus Taylor, Wolfgang Van Halen, and Dave, hosted by Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. So look, you got Nirvana, looks like getting together. You got Rush, you got Queen. You got, I mean, they didn't mention the bands. They just mentioned the individuals. But, okay. All right. So I'll watch that. It's going to be streamed live September the 3rd on Paramount Plus, the tribute to Taylor Hawkins. Monkeypox is trending because it won't go away. Here, I got this. I want to show you this. You see what monkeypox looks like? I'd been avoiding it. So here, we're going to get what monkeypox looks like. Now, this is an article about somebody who has monkeypox. All right. Now, this person happens to be a gay porn star. So, there you go. Just a little background for you on who this guy is. This is a gay porn star with monkeypox. Okay. Okay. So, you seen these pictures? These things are gross. Look at those look at day 11. Oh, I'm going to vomit. I'm going to start to gag. I can't look at them. That's what day 11 monkeypox looks like. Okay, so here we go. Now we got all of them, right? So, all right, we'll dismiss that. All right, so July 11th, yeah, something's going on. July 15th, you better get to a doctor. July 18th, you've got monkeypox, my guy. July 21st, full-on monkeypox. July 22nd, it ain't getting better. It's getting worse. July 24th, oh, yeah, full-blown monkeypox boy right here. July 26th, that looks painful. July 30, look at that. Between July 26th and July 30th, it started to go away. And then there he is now on August 1st. All right, well, I guess it's August 17th. Here's what he looks like now. Look, he's got scarring. He's got monkeypox scars on his lips. Is that going to hurt his career in gay pornography? Boy, I hope not. All right, so there you go. So it doesn't kill you. So what is the? I don't even know. Look, here's what I hear. It is transferred by skin touch, okay? And it seems to be most prevalent right now, in homosexual communities. Gay males seem to be contracting and spreading it in their community. Okay, so I guess the fear is that it breaches outside the community. This is where this is where it's contained in a community, but then you've got members of other communities who secretly visit this community and then bring it to the other community. So you've got the good, upstanding, law-abiding, tax-paying suburban husband, who every once a month gets a hotel room in downtown Dallas, ostensibly for business purposes, and then hangs out in the neighborhood. And, then pretty soon everybody's got monkeypox. I don't know. Isn't that what happened with AIDS? It was like AIDS was essentially in the bathhouses, and then, people crossing over, people being sexually open. That's what happened. So, but does monkeypox kill you? Can it kill you? Maybe it can. I don't know. It just looks like it hurts. Apparently, I've heard it hurts, and it's ugly as hell. So I'm not worried about monkeypox for a couple of reasons. I very rarely leave the house, and I pretty much only hang out with 3 people. So, and none of them are active in in homosexual circles. So, at least not that I know of. I don't know. Emil travels a lot, but I've never known him to be interested in men. So I don't know. But hey, you live, you learn. Let's see here. What else? It's National Nonprofit Day. That's trending. It's trending across everything. Hashtag National Nonprofit Day. Annually on August 17th, nonprofit organizations are recognized and celebrated for their positive impact on society. All right. Very good. Big believer in nonprofits. Big believer in nonprofits when they remain nonprofits or when they remain reasonably nonprofits. Like, I understand that if you're going to run a nonprofit, that there is a certain amount of money that needs to be allocated for operating expenses, right? And you can't dedicate your life full time to running, a big thing without making something. So you should make something. You should get paid something. You shouldn't get paid, what a high ticket attorney would get paid. You should get paid what, I don't know, maybe what the manager of a phone store gets paid, right? Something reasonable. Something. And by the way, who am I to talk about reason? But, I'm saying you don't need, for instance, I'll give you an example. There's an extremely high profile veterans charity. I dare say it is the one you're thinking of. When you think of a veterans charity, think of this veterans charity. The guy who runs this charity has a Learjet and a 12-car garage. The guy who started and runs the most high-profile veterans charity in America, in my opinion, I don't know, they probably could debate this. There's probably a couple that are as big. But the guy who runs the biggest one has a Learjet and a 12-car garage. So you acquired a Learjet and a 12-car garage off of nonprofit, off of you're supposed to be helping veterans and all this kind of, the money that you raise is supposed to go, but you've got like a 1957 British Roadster, but you've got the new Lamborghini SUV. What is going? So it is National Nonprofit Day, but boy, there are good resources out there. You can do your legwork. You can find out what nonprofits are legit. Just be careful. National Nonprofit Day. There you go. Ferris wheel is trending. Ferris wheel in this is so gross. I hate these stories. This is so gross. Hey, we are really, is it because we started 10 minutes early? But we are really, man, I'm like, we're running through this show today. Indecent exposure. Couple arrested for having sex on Ohio Ferris wheel. This is Cedar Rapids or Cedar Point. Cedar Point. I've never been to Cedar Point, but I know a lot of people who've been to Cedar Point because it's one of the Midwest amusement parks. If you grow up in the Midwest, maybe at some point, and before you're 18, your parents will take a trip somewhere. And you won't go to your closest amusement park. You might get a little exotic. You might go up to the Wisconsin Dells. You might go down to Six Flags, Missouri. You might go over to the Ozarks. You might go to Cedar Point. And that's where this took place, Cedar Point. A couple was arrested and charged with public indecency after police say they engaged in sexual intercourse on the giant wheel ride at Cedar Point. According to a Sandusky Police Department report, witnesses said that they saw two 32-year-olds engaging in a sexual act on the ride at around 7 p.m. Sunday. Okay. Here's what we have. So Ferris wheel, two 32-year-olds, okay? This is something maybe you expect from 22-year-olds, two 32-year-olds, and at 7 o'clock on a Sunday in August, it's still light out. What are you doing? The sun is still out. You're 32 years old. The sun is out. It's a Sunday, the Lord's Day, for Christ's sake. And you people, oh my God. All right, so here's a report. It says, we go on, and it was going well until we stopped at the top, one witness told police. My friend saw the couple in front of us having sexual intercourse and pointed it out. The four witnesses, 2 adults and 2 minors, said they tried to alert staff while the ride was still going, but workers couldn't hear them. Workers don't care. The carnival worker dude doesn't care. Let me tell you something about the carnival worker. So I was on a ride once when I was like 14 and I had a bunch of change in my pockets and we were on one of these things and the ride spins around, right? And you go upside down for a second. It was a stupid carnival ride, which, by the way, my rule of thumb is I don't get on any carnival rides that spin upside down. Look, if the people who engineered this thing rely on duct tape to make the thing work, I'm not going upside down. Okay, I'm just not going upside down. Ugh, I hate carnivals. Anyway, so I'm up on this ride and we go upside down and they hold me and all my change falls out of my pockets. I'm like 14 years old. That's all I got. I got like $2.50 in change. That's it. I'm at the carnival. I got nothing. It's 1983. So I'm like upside down and all my chain falls out of my pockets. And I see it all fall down. And then I see the carny guy, the guy who controls the thing. And he's down. I see the carny guy picking up all my quarters. And I'm like, oh, good. He's picking up my quarters for me. So the ride ends and I get up and I go, can I have my money? I saw you pick it up. And he's like, get out of here, kid. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like 13. You're going to take a 13-year-old loser. So, of course, the people operating this Ferris wheel didn't stop it. They don't give a shit if people are having sex on it. They think it's funny. Let's see here. I was unable to have a perfect view of their cart, another witness told officers. They were going back and forth and laughing at us, being visibly upset. Another witness, a juvenile, told officers that she felt very shaken up by what she saw. So shaken up. The juvenile, I mean, I hope the carnival is insured, and it's not. The carnival's not insured because this mother of this deeply shaken daughter may need to file a lawsuit against the insurance company that doesn't exist because the carnival doesn't have insurance. Trust me. They say when they roll into town, the town board says, do you have insurance? And then they produce some phony document. They don't have insurance, some phony, and the town rubber stamps it. And then, this happens. At first, the couple denied the allegation. They said that they were not having sex. The woman told officers that she had shorts on under her dress and that she was just bending over to pick up her pack of smokes. She dropped her smokes. She wasn't having sex. She was bending over to pick up her smokes. Is she smoking on the Ferris wheel? Oh, God, there's just so much trash going on here. All right, we're done. Anyway, they were arrested. They got arrested for having the sex on the Ferris wheel. Gross. Gross. It's just gross. What are you, animals? Weirdos. Madonna is trending. Madonna is trending because it was her birthday the other day. And I told you, I said, look, Madonna is not aging properly. She's not according to my specifications. She needs to dial it back a little. I think that Madonna could serve herself well by just sort of being quiet for a little while. Not that she's overly loud. She's not. She's just always sort of percolating. There's always just sort of something going on with Madonna. Nothing big like it was back in the day when it was like the sex book or, whatever. But so I said that Madonna should, now that she's like 64, I think it was her birthday, some nice classy clothes, she's a beautiful woman still. She could still look elegant and glam, but she's not doing that. She's trying to be 25 years old. She's still doing. So Madonna's trying to, because she made out with two 20-year-olds to celebrate her birthday. Seriously. She made out with two 20-something models in some club on her lesbian, of course. But even though Madonna's not a lesbian, she just does it because it's all about blurring everything with her. Oh, she's so interesting. So she's making out. So Madonna is 64 and she's making out with, it says 23 and 24-year-old models. Okay. So 23 and 24-year-old models. She's 64. We're talking a 40-year age difference. What if this was Tom Hanks making out with, I don't even know. I can't even think of, Tom Hanks celebrates his 70th birthday by making out with Dakota Fanning, right? We wouldn't be okay with that. We'd be like, that's weird. That doesn't seem right. Madonna, just stop it. You don't need to be Madonna all the time. Apparently she does. Vagina. Oh boy. So we battle the hiccups. Another thing you need to know about me is that I don't sneeze just once. I domino sneeze. So now we're going to have to put up with about 5 or... Okay, there's 2. The over-under on sneezes for me is typically 5. So go ahead, place your bets now. That's 2. Because I'm an optimist, I'm going to hope for the under on these sneezes, but they're coming. All right, there's three. There's three sneezes, excuse me. Vagina surgery is trending. Why is vagina surgery trending? Vagina surgery is trending because it is all the rage, people. People going nuts about the vagina surgery. Apparently, vagina surgery, like all the ladies are having the vagina surgery. I don't know what a vagina surgery. I think it's like what a tightening, right? Isn't that like something like that? But here's why it's trending. It's trending because they've figured out why why all of the sudden, in 2018 there was like 5 vagina surgeries. I mean, that's not a real number, I'm just making an example. So like in 2018 there was like 5 vagina surgeries. And now in 2022 there's like 5 million vagina surgeries. It's like vagina surgeries in the last 3 years, according to this story here, have just exploded. Like women are just when they weren't getting it in 2018, they're getting it now. And you know why? You know why they're getting it? Yoga pants. That's right. The yoga pants phenomena of women wearing yoga pants everywhere has caused an epidemic of camel toe. And women do not want to be involved in camel toe. So they are going to their doctors and they are getting the vagina surgery so that they are smooth like a Barbie doll down there? I don't know. Seems like there are less invasive ways that you could probably combat camel toe than surgery. But hey, whatever. Vagina surgery. Oh, all the rage right now. And trending today. Yeah, so thanks to yoga pants in those like you know what I mean. Those pants that we're seeing, we started seeing them all the time. I don't know how I feel about yoga pants. I mean, I know how I feel about yoga pants. I don't know how I feel about yoga. You know what I mean? It's very complicated. I'm a complicated guy. I'm a heterosexual man, so I do like the way yoga pants fit on a very attractive woman, right? That's the whole thing. Here's what I don't like. How do I say this? I don't like, look, the natural, a heterosexual man, no matter what, if a seemingly grown, mature woman walks into a public place and she is wearing something that looks like it's been painted on her from the waist down, heterosexual men are going to glance at that. Now, don't leer, don't be a lech, don't be a creep, but it is going to catch your attention. And a decent human, a decent male human, might try to actively avoid, looking at that. That would be the way to do it. But you can't help it. You can't help it. They walk in and you're just like, I don't even want to say what I want to say because it's, I don't know how to say it properly without, how do I say this? I think yoga pants are too sexy for young people to wear. I don't like seeing young girls, like whether they're like, even like high school girls, but like even like early 20, young, it just seems it's way too provocative clothing. I don't know. I'm not banning it. I'm not saying you shouldn't wear it. I'm just saying, yeah, that's pretty provocative clothing. And I don't know that I would want my 17-year-old daughter walking into the Starbucks after her Pilates workout wearing her yoga pants with dudes similar to me out there. I just don't, I don't know. Anyway, vagina surgeries are very big now because of the yoga pants trend that women are wearing. Here's a fun one. All right, so I already signed up for this. This is trending. But here, we play a little game. We'll do this one. National Mullet Championships. Yeah. Apparently it's a thing. There is a National Mullet Championship. The 2022 National Mullet Championships is trending. Let me see here. Let me see if we can get. All right, so here, let's look at some of these. This is going to be the kids division of the National Mullet Championships. These are kids who are being abused in a non-traditional way by their parents. Here, let's get a look at them. All right, so here's what we got. Top 2, we got Emmett Bailey. He's over there on on the left. I mean, they almost look like the same kid, right? Brock Douglas and Emmett Bailey. Or I'm sorry, Brock Higgins from Douglas, Georgia, and Emmett Bailey from Menominee, Wisconsin. They look like the same kid. These kids are okay. So let's look now. Let's look at some more of these mullets. See if I like. All right, we'll do this. All right. So who's better, Emmett or Brock? This is how we'll. Which mullet is better? I gotta say, I kind of like. I like the smile of Emmett. Emmett's going to get it with the smile because Emmett seems to be having fun with his mullet, whereas Brock just looked like John Daly in 8th grade, right? So, John Daly in 8th grade, I like the smile of Emmett. So Emmett wins there. Let's go to the next round. We've got Miles Hudson here on the right, and we've got Levi Womack. Woo, Levi. Look at Levi. All these kids kind of look the same. Levi wins this round. All right, Levi, I'm going to advance. Is Levi better than Emmett? Let's see here. So who's the champion so far? We're going to go with, we'll go with Levi. Let's just look at me. Look at Mason from Fremont, California. He's got a good one. Oh, holy cow. Xander's doing a whole thing. Look at Xander here with the American flag sunglasses. He's got it like pressed down to his head. He's doing a very interesting, almost like a female gym coach mullet kind of a thing. This is very interesting. I like what Xander is doing. Ridge Peterson. Is that a boy or a girl? I don't know. Holy cow. There are a lot of kids in the... Oh, look at William. William's a lot of little heavy-set kids here. A lot of kids not drinking their water. Their mom's not forcing them to drink water. A lot of soda pop in these kids, I'm guessing. Oh, look at Emmett. Emmett from Carthage, North Carolina. He's got a John Daly thing going on, too. Eli Phillips. Look at Eli here. Eli, okay. I'm liking Eli. Oh, look at Epic Orta. Oh, Epic Orta from La Jolla, Texas. Kids Division finalist. I like that one. Mullet Championships. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go. I like Eli right here. Eli Phillips, bottom right. I like Eli. Gotta say, got a soft spot for Rooston Alphin. Kind of like this guy. I don't know. I can't vote. Anyway, if you want to cast your vote, just go ahead and Google mullet championships, and you'll find all that you need to find there. All right, mullet championships. Let's see, what else do we have here? Wednesday is trending. We talked about this yesterday. It broke yesterday. Tim Burton's new Addams Family series. I guess it's going to be a Netflix series. It's called Wednesday. Stars Catherine Zeta-Jones, Louise Guzman. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Louise Guzman play Morticia and Gomez Addams. And, of course, the Addams Family. All know the Addams Family. Tim Burton, new TV show, Netflix. The first trailer is out, and I want to watch the trailer with you folks. Because guys, and I don't want to put this in your head, I don't want to skew the vote here. Hold on, I did this wrong. What? Okay, hold on a second. Bump. Oh boy. Sorry, computer's acting a little fritzy. Here we go. So I don't want to skew the vote on whether or not this is going to be something worth your time or not. But I watched this trailer this morning for the new Tim Burton Addams Family reboot on Netflix. You guys, that's all I'm going to say. All right, I'll let you watch it now, and then we'll get it. But you guys, check it out. Here it is, the trailer for the new Tim Burton Addams Family reboot called Wednesday, coming to Netflix.
Miss Addams, you've certainly had a very interesting educational journey. 8 schools in 5 years.
Hey, freak. This is a close practice.
The only person who gets to torture my brother is me.
Whoa! Whoa! Piranha in the pool!
I did the world a favor. People like Dalton shouldn't be allowed to procreate.
Bit his dick off!
Getting expelled was just a bonus.
Woo!
You will love Nevermore. It's a magical place where I met your mother.
Finally, you will be among peers who understand you. Maybe you'll even make some friends.
Want to take a stabbing social? I do like stabbing. Little did I know I'd be stepping into a nightmare. Full of mystery, mayhem, and murder. I think I'm going to love it here.
All right, there you go. That's the new Netflix teaser for Wednesday, the Tim Burton Addams Family reboot. Guys, that looks awesome. That looks real good. That looks, first of all, it's Tim Burton. So you know there's going to be stuff in it that's going to make you go, whoa, okay, that's cool. Tim Burton's kind of a crazy man. That looks... excuse me, April. The casting of Luis Guzman as Gomez Addams is inspired. Luis Guzman has been one of the heavy lifting, great that guy actors in Hollywood of the last 30 years. And he's finally going to get something that puts him in the driver's seat. And you are going to shit on Luis Guzman. No one. Raul Julia is fine. Luis Guzman is 1,000 times the actor that Raul Julia is. Luis Guzman is a brilliant character actor, and it is so good to see him finally get the role. How dare you? That's the most exciting thing about the whole deal, is that Luis Guzman is now playing Gomez Addams. Yeah, that is true. Adam, there's Adam. Adam, you know, again, Adam always delves in the negative, but he is kind of right here. Tim Burton has been hit or miss in a lot of his stuff. When Tim Burton became a big star, it was like, he went to his core stuff, and it was interesting. It was Batman. It was wow. It was out there. But then he became such an artiste, and he became somebody who was essentially untouchable in Hollywood. Tim Burton could get any movie he wanted greenlit, at least for a couple of years there back in the late 90s. And then he just was given too much rope. You know, you give a guy too much rope, they hang themselves. Tim Burton got a little bit weird in a lot of stuff that he's done. But this looks like a return to some form of normalcy. This seems like, how crazy can Tim Burton get with this? I mean, these are legacy characters in the American television canon. These are the Addams. And by the way, here's another thing. I did read some things that people were saying. You know, I talk a lot about how we're programmed to have these reflexive sort of responses to things. The programming comes from years and years of being exposed to seeing other people have these reflexive. So the reflex that I'm seeing a lot on this, and a reboot. What is Hollywood all out of ideas? It's a Hollywood. A remake. Hollywood's all out of ideas. Shut up, stupid. That's not an interesting take, okay? People have been saying shit like that for 50 years. This is not a remake of the Addams Family. Anyone who just saw that can see what this is. This is an extension of the Addams Family universe. They're not just rebooting the Addams Family. They aren't just going to live in their house with, that's not what they're doing here. This appears to be an attempt at almost like, dare I say, a venture into the Harry Potter world. I mean, this entire series looks to be centered around the idea that Wednesday Addams gets sent to a training school for weirdos, which is, what she is. And it's the training school where Gomez met Morticia when they were little weird kids. So there is, it seems to be going off in a completely different path. So, shut up with your, they're just going to remake. Oh, stop it. Yes. First of all, no, Hollywood is not out of ideas. What Hollywood is out of is taking chances on things that aren't proven winners. That's why you get Fast and the Furious 15, okay? But stop it. Another remake. It's not a remake. They just took classical characters and they're reinventing these classical characters for a modern time. It's not a remake. It's not the same thing. Why can't they create new characters? Okay, I don't know. I guess they could, but just using the Addams Family characters as known commodities was probably an easier sell job. Okay, you could have called it the Crazy Joneses, and you could have made up all new characters, but the Addams Family, just slide them in there. I don't want to fight with you people about the Louise Guzman made me mad. On the heels of the Anne Frank story, I will not have Anne Frank or Luis Guzman slander on this show. Neither. Nor Lee Pace. I don't understand this. Lee Pace is trending. Lee Pace. Do you guys know who Lee Pace is? I barely know who Lee Pace is, and I like Lee Pace. Lee Pace is cool. Lee Pace was in 2 really good and unknown TV series. Lee Pace was the star of a series called Halt and Catch Fire, which, man, is that a great series. I have watched that entire series from beginning to end twice now, and I'm getting to the point where I'm going to probably in the next year or so rewatch the entire series run of Halt and Catch Fire. Halt and Catch Fire, based here in Dallas in the 1980s. Halt and Catch Fire is about the early days of the personal computer wars between all the computer companies. It is so fascinating. And Lee Pace plays this almost Steve Jobs-like character in Halt and Catch Fire. And I know him from that. And that's the only place I've ever seen him. And he was great in Halt and Catch Fire as this Steve Jobs type character. But then he was also in Turn, which is the History Channel's drama series about George Washington's Revolutionary War spies. The spies, the Culper spy ring. Did Lee Pace play? Did he play Benedict Arnold? No, he didn't play Benedict Arnold. Lee Pace played somebody. Anyway, those are the only things that I know him in. And I have, over the last couple of months, I've been seeing him popping up everywhere. And now he's trending. Lee Pace is trending. Apparently, Lee Pace is hot. And I don't mean physically as a sexual being. I mean as an actor. So I don't know what this is about. But here, this dude right here, apparently Lee Pace is trending today because I can't tell why. I don't know why he's trending. Apparently, he did a new... Is it Vanity Fair or something? I don't know, where people are like, Lee Pace, Lee Pace. I didn't even know people knew who Lee Pace was. I just thought it was just a guy that only people who watched Halt and Catch Fire. Look, he kind of looks like, though. Here, this is a crazy picture. This is why he's trending. Because this picture is apparently, it's GQ. He's on the cover of GQ. All right, so there you go. Trending. That's a terrible picture, right? That's a terrible picture. But everybody's like, oh, Lee Pace is so hot. Oh, Lee Pace. That's a terrible picture. I mean, I don't know. Is he? I guess I never really thought him as, attractive guy, right? He's a good-looking guy, I guess. He's a movie star. He's a movie star. He plays like a lead, charming character. I don't know. Apparently, he's 6'5" too. Slutty Lee Pace. There you go. Okay. I think he kind of looks like handsome Jason Jones. Do you guys know who Jason Jones is? I don't know. Like right here, he looks like handsome Jason Jones. Like if Jason Jones is the guy married to Samantha Bee. So it's like if Jason Jones lost like maybe 30 pounds and thinned his face down. I don't know. 6'5". Lee Pace is 6'5", so he's a big dude. Anyway, I don't know. I'm all for it. I'm all for making Lee Pace a star because I think he's great. I think he was awesome in both Turn and Halt and Catch Fire. Byron says he looks like he should be playing keyboards for Styx. Yeah, in 1986. Yeah, he absolutely does. Weird look he's got going on. All right, so Lee Pace. Jim Carrey is trending. Jim Carrey is trending for a really weird reason. So Jim Carrey apparently somebody had a hot take on Jim Carrey. Not important, not even relevant to why he's trending. Somebody had something to say about Jim Carrey, and they spelt his name wrong. And then some other people started commenting on this, and they spelt his name wrong. And then somebody noticed that they were spelling Jim Carrey's name wrong. So then people started, I'm smarter than you. I'm going to point out that you spelt his name wrong. So like 1 million people did that. 1 million, just some stupid. My favorite Jim Carrey movie is The Mask. Right. And then like 1 million people go, you spelled Jim Carrey wrong. So suddenly that stupid tweet goes viral. And now Jim Carrey is trending because people are spelling. That's the whole reason he's trending, is because people have spelt his name wrong. So Jim Carrey, Carey, is trending. And that's the improper spell. And Jim Carrey, Carrey, that's trending as well, because that's people pointing out there's 2 R's in Carey. Oh, shut up. Porsche 911 is trending. Apparently, there is a new 2023 Porsche 911 that is out, or it's about to be out. And people are going crazy because it's supposed to be one of the great Porsches of all. Oh my God, so look at this. I love Porsches, and I particularly love the 911 Porsche. However, when I show you this car, you will know what I'm talking about. Here's the thing about the Porsche 911. Here, pull it up right here. Here it is. The 2023 911, okay? GT3 RS. All right. Hold on. Look at that car. That is the 23. People going nuts about this thing. Apparently it's a good one. Apparently it's one of the better ones, and people are very excited that the new 2023 911 is coming out. Here's what I love about the 911. That looks like a 911 from 1985. The 911 essentially has never changed. I mean, there's a few things that have changed about it. I mean, look, if I'm being honest, it definitely does look like a modern version of the 911. But man, look at that giant. I don't think I'd want. All right, here's what I would do. Here's what I would do with this car. See the GT3 written on the bottom of the door? Okay, that goes away. I'm not going to have that. That's a little too flashy. You see the big tail on the back? The big tail? Yeah. No. This isn't like a Honda Civic that's been souped up for racing on LBJ. Now, we're going to get rid of that. I don't need that. I'm not going to. That's it. Yeah, you get rid of that red stripe. You get rid of the red GT3, and you get rid of that fin. I don't love white. I might get in a different color, although I do love the way the red rims mix with the white. Very good car. All right, so there you have it. Look at us. We're all dreaming about that time that we'll be able to afford the new 911. Yeah, Jeff, I agree with you, man. That's a stupid spoiler. I don't like it. People get these beautiful cars and then they screw them up. By the way, have you seen the new? Every time I see one of these, and there's, I see a number of them. A couple of people in the neighborhood here have them. Have you seen the new Corvettes? Every time I see a new Corvette, I'm like, what is that, a Lamborghini? I mean, Corvettes have really changed the way they look. The new Corvette is quite a thing. All right, what else? Yeah, okay, so also now we got to show you this. All right, because we did the Porsche. Now how about this? There is another big car that is anticipated, that is hotly anticipated, that is coming back. Coming back from the dead. That's right. There's a new Dodge Hornet. The Dodge Hornet is also trending today. I don't know if today in the car world or for car and driver or whatever, I don't know if it's like some day where they release cars or plans or whatever. But here, okay, let's look at these photos. Let's look at the photos of the new. Oh, God. All right, so this is the new Dodge Hornet. Now, the Hornet may sound familiar to you because I believe it was called, wasn't it the... Yeah, there we go. Wasn't it the AMC Hornet? Isn't that what it was? Dodge didn't own the Hornet, so it's the AMC Hornet. That's the car that I remember from the 70s. So here's the new Dodge Hornet. Looks to be one of these hybrid SUV little things. Looks like what would this be like? This would be like a Jeep Liberty. I don't know. What would this be? The Hornet, the new Dodge Hornet. Everything's an SUV now. Everything. Like speaking of cars that I saw recently, why are people buying Lamborghini SUVs? Why are people buying Lamborghini SUVs? Oh, God. So stupid. It's just so stupid. Leslie says that Hornet looks like a Ford Escape. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going for. So, I gave you two choices there. You can get the new 2023 Porsche 911 that I think starts out at like 300 grand, or you can get the new Dodge Hornet. 30 grand or something. Hey, by the way, I fell into a YouTube hole yesterday. How did it start? Oh, because during Pillow Talk, which is the show that I do 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. No Pillow Talk show tonight, though, by the way, folks. I've got dinner plans. No show tonight. No Pillow Talk. But on Pillow Talk the other day, James was talking about things. Wasn't it something, things that we used to, things that are no longer products, I don't know what it was. It was some weird conversation, and I found myself in a YouTube hole. I wanted to come back at him. I was going to do it last night, where I wanted to show him products from, the 80s and 90s that just don't exist anymore, that are just things that we don't use anymore. And hold on a second. I just lost myself here. Where is it? That's not it. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Anyway, I found a bunch of these commercials that, for products. I fell into this hole. 2 hours of 1980s television commercials. And I just sat there and I'm just watching all of these TV commercials from the 1980s for shit that doesn't even exist anymore. Like, do you know that there was like a major, I saw 3 different commercials for Topol. Do you remember Topol? Do you know what Topol was? Does Topol sound familiar to you? Topol was like a major brand there were TV commercials for Topol all over. Topol was a cigarette smoker's toothpaste. If you smoke cigarettes, you would, and now so few people smoke it. There's no market for Topol anymore. Yeah. Anyway, I totally forgot. Totally forgot what I was getting into here. I apologize. Lost my train of thought. That's going to happen. I had a bunch of stuff that I was going to lay on James last night. I fell into this wiki hole, or I was watching old 80s commercials. And during one of the commercial blocks that I was watching on YouTube, there was an ABC Sunday Night Movie of the Week trailer. This Sunday on ABC, the Sunday Night Movie. And it was for a movie that I completely forgot that this movie existed, but this movie was huge when I was like 12 years old, especially since there was a girl in one of my classes who had this name. So it really stuck around my grade school. There was a movie I think it was 1982 in the commercial, a Sunday Night Movie of the Week called Something About Amelia. Do you guys remember Something About Amelia? And I'm watching this trailer in this YouTube wiki hole for this 1982 or something movie, By the way, stars Ted Danson and Glenn Close. Ted Danson and Glenn Close before they were Ted Danson and Glenn Close, when they were just, soon to be Ted Danson and Glenn Close. So they played a husband and wife, and Ted Danson was molesting his daughter, Amelia. It was all about like dad having incest with his daughter. Awful. We only had like 3 choices on television, and they had to put that on Sunday night. And by the way, I clicked on the Wikipedia page. I read all about it because I'm like, man, that is crazy. I forgot about this movie. It won everything. Oh, incest. Very important subject matter. Let's give them all the award. It did. It won like all the Emmy Awards, movie of the year, all that stuff. Anyway, one of the highest rated TV movies of all time. Something About them. Anyway, I fell down the wiki hole and all that came back. I had clips. I was going to show you clips. Here's what I don't get about Something About Amelia. So it came out, actually the movie came out in 1983. Ted Danson started on Cheers in 1982. So Ted Danson was a nobody. He wasn't really well known. Cheers, in its first year in 1982, was the lowest rated television show on network TV. Nobody was watching Cheers in the first season. So between the first season and the second season, Ted Danson was probably looking at Cheers going, all right, I might not get much of a run out of this, so I need to do some other work. And he went and he took a TV movie where he has to have sex with his teen daughter, underaged, and his daughter. Ted Danson now, he's unknown. I mean, you want to talk about these actors who get worried about getting Gilligan, right? Oh, I don't want to play Gilligan. I don't want to play a Gilligan type role because I'll never break out of it. Ted Danson, before he was Sam Malone, before he was recognized as one of the great centerpieces of television sitcom history, he took a job playing that should have killed his career. I mean, there was nobody in his career going, Ted, you got the Cheers thing, and maybe it'll go, maybe it won't, but nobody's watching it right now. You need to get some income. Why don't you just take this movie? And then Ted's like, oh, I'm a molester dad. I'm Sam Malone. I want to be Sam Malone. I want to be beloved. You got me playing a molester dad. And then it's like the biggest thing. Anyway, why today wouldn't you be stopped? Wouldn't Ted Danson be? Would you go, Ted, don't do this for your career. Don't. But it was the 80s and nobody cared. It turns out we were able to distinguish between an actor playing a role in a TV movie and an actor playing a role in a situation comedy where he plays that. We were able to look at that. People, we were able to do it. However, I imagine best consideration, the advice would have been, don't do this movie, Sam. Or Sam, don't do this movie, Ted. Don't have the very first thing that the American people remember you as being the guy who had sex with his daughter on Sunday night on ABC in a movie. Don't do that. But he did it, and nobody ever remembers something about Amelia, but everybody remembers Ted Danson. So who knows? Okay, so we talked about, we got through the cars. We got through the Porsche. The Dodge Hornet is coming back. Oh, hey, here's something else that's coming back. Here's something that's coming back that I didn't know was gone because I didn't know it was a thing. They are doing the whole Jurassic Park thing. The Jurassic Park, they're going to bring the dinosaurs back. This is an ongoing conversation that I have with E, the master of the 1%er compound, his young son, Dominic, and I. His young son, Dominic, and I, we debate often whether or not we can bring dinosaurs back, a la Jurassic Park. He thinks it's possible. He thinks it's very possible, but he's 10. So there you go. The Tasmanian Tiger. I didn't know it was a thing. Never heard. I know what a Tasmanian devil is, which, by the way, do you know what a Tasmanian devil is? It's like a rat. It's like a guinea pig. I always thought a Tasmanian devil was like, I don't know, something really scary. It's like a guinea pig. It's like a rat. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, I looked up a Tasmanian devil when I was doing this story, and I was like, that's a Tasmanian devil? Tasmanian Tiger. Tasmania, down there, down under. You might be saying, well, hey, Pugs, they don't have tigers down there. Not anymore, they don't. Not because they're extinct, because the Tasmanian tiger is extinct. And also, if I'm being fair, it's not a tiger. It's called a tiger because it's got tiger stripes. It's got, but it's more like, it's a marsupial. It's because, down there in Australia, bottom of the world, Tasmania. It's a marsupial. It's got a pouch. So it carries both male and female Tasmanian tigers used to be able to, bring along they walk on all fours, but they have a pouch, just like a kangaroo. So anyway, the Tasmanian tiger went extinct in the 1930s. The last known Tasmanian tiger died in a London zoo in 1936. But, and looky here, we got a Dallas group, a Dallas organization, a Dallas research company, whatever they are. I don't know. They're bringing the Tasmanian tiger back. Should we see what a Tasmanian tiger looks like? Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you what a Tasmanian tiger looks like. All right. All right. All right, here we go. By the way, the Tasmanian tiger is officially extinct, but they're, over the years, people have been like, I saw a tiger. I saw a Tasmanian tiger. People have claimed that they've seen them, but probably not. Probably just a... All right, so here, this is what a Tasmanian tiger looks like, and this is what's being brought back. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, right? You want to bring back animals that the good Lord has seen fit to extinguish from this plane of existence? Fine. There you go. That's a Tasmanian tiger. Let's see here. The story. Scientists in Australia and the United States have launched an ambitious multi-million-dollar project to bring back the thylacine, a marsupial that died out in the 1930s, and reintroduce it to its native Tasmania. The thylacine, also known as the Tasmanian Tiger, is the second undertaking by Colossal, a Dallas, Texas-based biotechnological de-extinction company that last year announced it planned to use genetic engineering techniques to recreate the woolly mammoth and return it to the Arctic tundra. Whoa! Again, what could go wrong? What kind of new diseases could we accidentally create when we... Its new project is a partnership with the University of Melbourne, which earlier this year received a $5 million philanthropic gift to open a thylacine genetic restoration lab. The lab's team has previously sequenced the genome of a juvenile specimen held by museums in Victoria, providing what its leader, Professor Andrew Pask, called a complete blueprint of how to essentially build a thylacine. It's Jurassic Park stuff. All right, there you have it. So like they're the size of like a medium-sized to large dog. They have a little pouch. See, there's a. Yeah, I think that's the same one. This is probably the actual picture from back when it was alive, and then this is like what, a colorized version. Yeah, you can see this is colorized. All right, let's see. There's another one. Kind of cute, huh? Kind of got like the face of a fox. The little coyote thing going on there. That ain't cute. I don't like that. There's a couple pictures of them in a zoo back before they went extinct. There's another one in a zoo. Look at the size of that mouth. Holy cow, that's like a hippo thing. All right, there you have it. Again, Dallas company, Colossal, or is it Colossus? I don't know. I don't care that much. Anyway, this company bringing back the woolly mammoth and an animal I didn't know existed. I did not know. That's crazy to think about. Like, what other animals? Like what like I know we know that like there are. Yeah, I don't. Now is not the time. Now is not the time for me to daydream about what kind of animals could have possibly existed, but don't know. What are you gonna do? They find new animals all the time. I guess new animals. I guess it would be more new fish. Like they're constantly finding new shit in the ocean. Like the deeper down they go, they're like, oh, look at this. Mermaids. They do exist. Okay, they haven't gotten there yet, but you know, we're close. We're close. What else do we have here? Tasmanian Tiger. Right. Here's a little bit. Okay, so on a sad note, this is going to be the last one that I have prepared here for today. Sad note, here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, mourning the loss of a lovely lady, Janet Hill. Janet Hill. Flags have been lowered around Duke University, and up there at Cowboy, the Star. They had the flags lowered. This is Janet Hill. Janet Hill was the wife of Cowboy great Calvin Hill. Hold on. Make sure I pull this up. Sorry. Janet Hill is the wife of Calvin Hill, Cowboy great. Cowboy still works with the Cowboys. Calvin Hill is like is an executive somewhere in the Cowboys. He does something with the Cowboys anyway. And of course, she's the mom of Grant Hill, the great Duke NBA player, injury prone, but one of the greats of that era. Grant Hill's mom, Calvin Hill's wife. Lady of the Cowboys. She's one of those, she's been around forever, hanging out at all the social events and all that stuff. Janet Hill, a Duke trustee and the mother of former Duke basketball star and current trustee Grant Hill, has died at the age of 74. All Duke flags on campus will be lowered throughout Thursday in her honor. But Hill was a member of the Duke University Board of Trustees. She was recently announced as a 2022 recipient of the University Medal for Distinguished Meritorious Service, Duke's highest honor. We remember Janet Hill for her diligence, intelligence, and energy directed in the service to Duke. Where's the Cowboy stuff? Where's the Cowboy? Janet Hill and her husband, Calvin Hill, a former football star at Yale and former National League running back for the Dallas Cowboys, were welcomed into the Duke community in 1990 as the parents of Grant. All right, there you have it. All right. This story I clicked in is more about the... I probably should have done the Duke angle with Janet Hill. Probably should have gone with the more local angle, as might have more details. about her work here in the community. All right. I'll see. Let's see what the Cowboys are saying. Okay, here we go. This is the official from the Dallas Cowboys. All right. This is the one we want. Dallas Cowboys and Jones family issue statement on passing of Janet Hill. The Dallas Cowboys and the... Oh, look at this little picture. Oh, my God. This is great. Look. All right. I'm gonna share this one with you. Because this is a good one. Here. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Here, I'll show this picture. What a great picture. All right. Here you go. So here's a beautiful family picture. Look at that. You got Calvin Hill. Woo! He was a baller. You got Calvin Hill. You got little Grant Hill. Little Grant Hill go on to be a basketball superstar. And then there's mom. There's Janet Hill, who passed away at 74 years old. The Dallas Cowboys and the Jerry Jones family issued a statement on Monday regarding the passing of Janet Hill, the former wife of Dallas Cowboys running back and team consultant Calvin Hill. We are so saddened to learn of the passing of Janet. First and foremost, she was a wonderful grandmother, mother, wife, and cherished member of the Dallas Cowboy family. Janet was also a remarkable leader and role model for many while making an indelible impact on those she knew and worked for. She uniquely served and benefited our community and our country in very special ways over the course of her amazing life's journey. Our prayers are with Calvin, Grant, the entire Hill family, and so many others who were touched and enriched by having Janet in their lives. Calvin Hill played for the Cowboys from 1969 to 74, winning Rookie of the Year with 942 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns. He later joined the Cowboys in the 90s and served as a consultant for the team in the player development department. Calvin and Janet, the parents of former NBA All-Star Grant Hill, were both heavily involved in various communities, including Dallas, as Calvin Hill was part of the Cowboys for nearly 25 years. There you have it. All right. Look at that nice family. Little yeah. All right. There you go. Byron says if mermaids were real, one would have an OnlyFans by now. Ain't that the truth? That's the truth. All right, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to jump over to Twitter right now. We're going to see what's been trending since we started this here today. Let's see here. Because you see, I put all the trends together. I write them all down. And so the most recent stuff, once I start the show at noon, it's stuff that probably posted most recently 11:50. If the show starts at noon, that's the most recent stuff. So at the end of the show, I like to go back and now see what I've missed. Look at this. Raul Julia is trending. Raul Julia is trending because apparently some other people don't think that Luis Guzman is proper for the... Screw you, Raul Julia. Look at me. Now I hate Raul Julia. I don't hate Raul Julia. I have no problems with Raul Julia's performance as Gomez Addams in the original 90s Addams Family movies. Don't have a problem with it. Not at all. Although, can we be honest about something? The best Addams Family movie, let's be honest about this. The best Addams Family movie was Beetlejuice. It was. See what they did there? They just created new characters. So maybe they could have gone that route. Think about it. Beetlejuice is the best Addams Family movie. It's basically an Addams Family movie. Tell me that. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so Raul Julia is trending. Let's see what else is trending here as we run through the waning moments of today's high noon show. Pence is still trending. We talked about that. Stop it with the Pence. Raul Julia is trending. Yeah, don't need that. Okay. This is interesting. So there's a lot of talk. James Bond is trending. I was actually going to mention this last night, but we didn't have time for it. So Daniel Craig is not going to be James Bond anymore. So there's a bunch of people being tossed around as the possible next James Bond, right? Here's what they've said. And this is why it's trending. The James Bond people have let it be known that Idris Elba is not going to be the next James Bond. That was a bunch of us wanted Idris Elba to be the next. We thought what a perfect James Bond. He's English, he's debonair, he's handsome. It'll just make people, we need a minority Bond. Okay, fine, you can have a minority. Idris Elba would be great as Bond. Let's make Idris Elba Bond. Idris Elba is not going to be Bond. The reason for that is that the producers are saying, unfortunately, we've been wanting Idris Elba to play Bond for about 10 years now, and he's too old. At this point, he's too old. They're moving away from Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig is 54 years old. Idris Elba is 50. So they're like, we're trying to get younger at the Bond position. We wanted somebody in their 30s. So Idris Elba is not going to be it. The Bond producers have also said, I don't get you. People going to be upset about this, but don't be upset about this. It's not going to be a woman either. They're not going to do that. The Bond producers have said, look, Bond's a guy. James Bond is a guy. He's a fictional character that was created by Ian Fleming. He is an actual thing. There is a fictional character that was created from whole cloth by Ian Fleming. It didn't exist. Ian Fleming said, I'm going to make something that exists, and he made that thing a man. James Bond is a man, okay? So there's not going to be a woman playing James Bond. And I'm fine with that. It's like the way they forced the Ghostbusters to be. That's fine. The Ghostbusters movie with the women, that's fine. But it ain't Ghostbusters. It ain't the same. It ain't as good. Next James Bond casting rumor kicks out all the old 007 hopefuls. So a lot of people who, people have been wanting to be James Bond, not getting it. You may have heard the next James Bond would be played by Idris Elba. Nope. Henry Cavill or Tom Hardy. Oh, Tom Hardy would be great, but I think Tom Hardy might even be too old. But there's one specific reason why suddenly all of those guys might not have a shot at playing Daniel Craig's 007 replacement. Turns out the next incarnation of Bond might not be in his 40s or 50s, but instead an actor in their 30s, perhaps even in their early 30s. This according to the Express UK, which may not have their facts straight. The rumored scoop around the next Bond goes like this. All right, so here's the rumors. The Bond producers are looking for a younger Bond, someone probably in their 30s. At the end of the day, they want someone who will be Bond for the next 3 movies. For the franchise, they want someone who will carry it through the same way that Daniel Craig did. I'm not a big Bond guy. Like, I've never really gotten into Bond movies because I don't think I think they seem silly. They seem, they're not real. Yeah. I like Jack Ryan. The Jack Ryan stuff, those espionage films, they seem to be rooted in the actual way that espionage is conducted. James Bond is not rooted in the way espionage is actually conducted. It's just not. So I never got into it. The idea of hiring a new James Bond in the early 30s is not nuts. Sean Connery was 32 when he made his debut in Dr. No, and George Lazenby was 30 in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. And although he's 54 now, Daniel Craig was just 38 in Casino Royale. The tradition of Bond starting out a bit older began with Roger Moore, who was 45 in his first outing. Live and Let Die. Timothy Dalton was 43 in License to Kill, while Pierce Brosnan was 42 in GoldenEye. Because Idris Elba is already 50, Tom Hardy is 44, and Henry Cavill is 39, they're all seemingly too old to play a younger Bond. All right, so give me some names. Give me some names of people you're looking at here. You can't just have Bond trend and then not tell us. Yeah, there's nobody. There's no name. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so they don't even offer any. All they're doing is they're just shitting on all the people who were the front runners. Idris Elba, Henry Cavill, and Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy would be great. Tom Hardy would be great in anything. I would pay to watch Tom Hardy read the phone book because he would make it interesting. That's just what Tom Hardy is. He's an interesting guy. Peaky Blinders, again, I'll go back to Peaky Blinders. If you're not watching Peaky Blinders, let me tell you about Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy was a big A-list top flight movie star. He was getting he's playing Bane, for Christ's sake. He's got big movies. He's working. When Tom Hardy went home, he would pop on the TV and he would watch his favorite show. Tom Hardy's favorite show, Peaky Blinders. I keep telling you about Peaky Blinders. Tom Hardy loved season 1 of Peaky Blinders so much that he picked up the phone and he called the producers of Peaky Blinders and he says, "Hey, it's Tom Hardy." And they're like, "This isn't Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's a big movie star." And he's like, "No, it's Tom Hardy." I want to be on Peaky Blinders. Write me a character. I'll do it next year. I got a movie coming up. He canceled a movie so that he could do the role of Alfie Solomon in Peaky Blinders. This big movie star, whole bunch of other people in this show who are all great. Everybody in the show is great, but none of them are big movie stars. And then all of a sudden, Tom Hardy comes in. Tom Hardy's cool. Alfie Solomon, Peaky Blinders. One of the scariest characters I've ever seen. I mean, I can totally see why Tom Hardy went, all right, I'm not going to do this movie. I'm going to play this Alfie Solomon guy on this little TV show. It's going to pay me very little money, and almost nobody's going to see it. But damn, is this a good show that I love, and I need to be a part of it. All right, James Bond trending. We already got through that. Let's see. She-Hulk. She-Hulk is trending. You guys got any interest in She-Hulk? I can't. We need to stop. We need to at least take a break. I can't with all of the DC Marvel extended universe stuff. I can't. It needs to, Star Wars. It needs to stop. Can we slow the expansion of these universes? There is just way too much content. And you know what's going to happen? It's not going to be special anymore. When there is constant content being created from something that was originally special, like Star Wars. Star Wars was special because you had to wait 10 years for the next piece of content, and it was special. But when you're cranking shit out every Tuesday night at midnight, something new from one of these universes is going to drop, and then we're all going to, it makes it less special. And we start to take it for granted. And then suddenly we're not going to have these things to enjoy because they're just going to be bleh. Stop it. National Nonprofit Day. We talked about that. Papa John's is now trending. To get people excited about pizza again, Papa John's is offering a new spin on the classic with Papa Bowls that are okay, shut up. Papa Bowls. Oh my God. Well, you've done something there, Papa John's, because one of the absolute worst things about your crap product is your pizza crust. So if you're going to get rid of the pizza crust and just scoop everything off and put it in the bowl, maybe we've got something a little bit better. But seriously, Papa John's, awful. Ugh. Pence is trending. Anne Frank is trending. Don't get me angry on Anne Frank again. I can't. Again, according to some people in Texas, Anne Frank is the bad guy. We got to pull Anne Frank's diary from Texas schools because Anne Frank's the bad guy. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't see this. How come nobody mentioned this? This is huge. How come this is just now trending? Number 9, no less, within the last 2 hours. Texas Rangers have fired John Daniels. What? They fired Wood. They fired their manager the other day. Now they're firing their GM. John Daniels getting the old heave-ho. Apparently they're not happy with how the rebuild is going. I don't know what they expected. John Daniels is trending. Texas Rangers. The Rangers today announced that John Daniels has been relieved of his duties as president of baseball operations effective immediately. Executive Vice President and General Manager Chris Young will assume oversight of all aspects of the Rangers baseball operations department. Wow. April mentioned, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. See, there are certain people who have the direct line to my messages. I would have checked that. Hold on. No, Ed corrects me that Turn, I was talking about Lee Pace. Ed corrects me that Turn was an AMC show, not a History Channel show. But he can't break to me that the Rangers have fired John Daniels. That he can't get to me. But an hour ago, Ed's telling me, Ed's no, you're wrong about that. Ed's buying me a steak tonight, so I'm not going to say anything more. But come on, Ed. I rely on you. When something big like the firing of John Daniels goes down, I expect to get a text. Oh, let's see here. What else do we have? Jenna Ortega is trending. I don't know who Jenna. I mean, I know who Jenna Ortega is now because of the last couple hours. Jenna Ortega is the young lady who plays Wednesday Addams in the new. We watched the trailer there for the new Tim Burton Netflix show, Wednesday. Jenna Ortega plays Wednesday Addams, and she's trending. She seems very good, right? Doesn't she? Can I just, the girl, I want to do this again. We got time. All right, so I'm going to show you this again. We're going to watch the whole thing, but I want to play that one more time because I don't know who this Jenna Ortega is. She's where is it? Was it nasal spray? Adam's Family. Wednesday. There you go. Was she in something else that I'm unfamiliar with? Because this will be the first time that I'm familiar with Jenna Ortega, the actress. But here was the first thing that I thought. The first thing that I thought when I watched this trailer. I'll show you the trailer again. Now, we're not going to watch the whole thing. But I just want to show you something. All right. So here we go. All right. So. Okay. So here we go. All right, so this is the trailer for the show. Wednesday, we're not going to show the whole thing.
Miss Adams, you've certainly had a very interesting educational journey. Goals in 5 years.
Hey, freak. This is a close practice.
The only person who gets to torture my brother is me.
Okay, so that's Jenna Ortega. She's trending. I've never seen her before. I don't know. Maybe just a blind spot for me. Maybe she's been in stuff. I don't know. But man, I was struck by she is like a little Aubrey Plaza, isn't she? Aubrey Plaza? I'm watching this girl and I'm like, she's like a mini me for Aubrey Plaza. Very similar to the way that Christina Ricci was like a mini me to Winona Ryder for a period of time. There was like this, you had Winona Ryder and then you had like a mini Winona Ryder, or at least a younger actress who was trying to replicate what Winona and Christina. This is like the same thing. You got this Jenna Ortega. She's like Aubrey Plaza. By the way, don't be sleeping on Aubrey Plaza either. That lady, she's got a couple of movies coming out here in the next couple of weeks that are supposed to. Aubrey Plaza is about to blow up. She's about to blow up. And good for her, because I think she's terrific. Derwin James is trending. The Chargers safety Derwin James has agreed to a 4-year extension worth on average of $19 million for a safety. $19 million a year for Derwin James for a safety. Okay. What's an edge rusher or a left tackle got to be worth now in this market? Forget about a quarterback. We know about running backs. I feel so bad for running backs in football. Here, wait. I think I got enough money here. I think, yeah, I do. I got enough change in my drawer right here to be able to purchase a couple of free agent running backs. Running backs make nothing. They're like big gliders. Just throw them out. Draft a running back in the 5th round every year. Run him into the ground on a rookie contract, and then get rid of him after 2 years, and then draft another one in the 6th round. That is how little the running back position is looked at in football. Panthers. Why are the Panthers trending? Nobody cares. Love is Blind is trending. I don't know what that is. Ken Riley is. I don't know what that is. Ken Riley, Cincinnati Bengals. Ken Riley has moved to the final step in the selection process for the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2023. No idea who that is. Why is Elvis Andrus trending? Elvis Andrus is trending. Elvis Andrus was released. Hold on. By the A's. The A's have recalled Sheldon. Okay, whatever. All right. Anyway, I thought I had an old friend alert. Old friend Elvis Andrus. He's been released by the Oakland A's. All right, guys, that's about it. That's nothing. We're out of stuff. No show tonight. No Pillow Talk show tonight. I do apologize for that, but we've got plans. We've got big boy plans. We're gonna have a nice evening. Maybe who knows? I might jump on it. But I'm just telling you, don't expect a show. Don't expect a 9 p.m. hot start. Don't expect a show at all. Is basically what I'm trying to tell you. But there might be. you might be pleasantly surprised or expectedly irritated by me popping up. What are we looking at here? Jim Carrey is still trending. Oh, She-Hulk. I can't handle. I don't want to see She-Hulk. I don't have any room in my. I got no room for She-Hulk. Tip the show if you can. By the way, right there at the bottom of the screen, it's been there all day. You can tip the show. Help the show. Please help us keep going. Tip me like I'm your bartender, your barista, whatever I am. Drop a little something in the coffers. You can do it by visiting Venmo. You can do it by visiting Cash App. All of those things. We do 2 shows a day, and it's your kindnesses, 100% your kindnesses that keep these going. We need some help. Appreciate you. Boop, 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 boop. To be on guard. That is understood. It's understood, yeah. Journey, a multi-answer test. I am on a never-ending quest. Tomorrow is another day. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. What is this? What am I jumping in here on this Adam thing? Who's Puerto Rican? She was just on Conan, and he said he's part Puerto Rican and Irish. Well, maybe she is then. Well, halvesies. Who are you guys talking about, Ross? Ross and Adam. Who are you guys talking about? Talking about Aubrey Plaza? She could be Puerto Rican. She looks like she could be Puerto Rican, absolutely. I like Aubrey Plaza. She's funny. All I need. I feel like I have something that I wanted to say that I can't remember. I don't know. This is always a good time when the theme song is going for me to just sit and reflect. And make fart noises. That's also what I do. All right, I gotta go. That's it. I've had it with you people. I'm done. You take your nonsense somewhere else. All right, we'll see you tomorrow at noon. High noon tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye. I can smile a little now. Things are going good. I always had to be on guard. That is understood. Down the road I'll travel, far from the comfort nest. I am on a never-ending quest. I am on a never-ending quest.